welcome to this week's installment of I'm Fine, Everything is Fine podcast. I am your host, Drew, and with me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
That's me. I'm the co-host and producer, Yvonne.
Very nice. We're coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember, we are here for you. Come chill with us at the kitchen table. We happen to be sparking a blunt right now, which is very nice. That should help foster a very nice conversation for the week.
Yes, imagine you're here with us.
Yes.
In the circle.
Hello, Evan.
At the fold-out table.
Yes, come meet us at our spot, bro. Did you?
I don't like that song. I don't like it.
You didn't catch a vibe, Evan? You don't?
I did not catch that vibe, that's for sure.
Baby, you don't want to come for a ride?
I'm not going to sit here and say it's a bad song. It's
a
just
great song.
not fit my taste.
It's a great song. Got a vibe! Baby, are you coming for the ride?
I just want to meet me on our spot.
I think it's a great song. I love it. I downloaded it.
To be fair, I
on
have
Apple
not.
Music.
I have not heard it outside of TikTok references.
Yeah, true. It's a great song. If you listen to the whole thing back to front, it's a good song. Anyway, yeah. So, a lot to get to today. I lost my spot in my script. Yeah, meet us on our spot. Mention the email and Twitter. So the email, it's the letters I am fine, everything is fine at Gmail. Obviously, the best way to get a hold of us though is through our social medias. Evan, hit us.
Which is at IFEIF_.
Right.
That's the one that's on the floor. Underscore on the floor. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So do you know who Mavis Beacon is? We mentioned Mavis Beacon before.
Mavis Beacon?
Yeah, did you take that at all? Do you know what that is?
Maybe. No.
You don't know what Mavis Beacon is? It was like late 80s, early 90s. It was very popular in the early 90s. Typing software, like typing teaching software. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was very popular, especially for children and secretaries.
Oh, children and secretaries.
Yes. Let me see, where did I get off here? So, yes, if you're trying to share the podcast with other fellow people, folks, if you will, you can find it on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio. We do have our YouTube channel, which is usually up the day after we broadcast on the podcast apps. Search IFEIF on any of these platforms, and you'll be able to find our podcast. And just you can't get us on Pandora or Stitcher because they're fucking assholes. So
they're fucking lunatics.
They're fucking a bunch of pieces
Looney
of shit.
Tunes.
Yes,
they're
exactly.
fucking losers.
And also, all I'm saying really, the bare bones of it is that if you're not following our Instagram, then you're kind of stupid. So that's all I'm saying.
Kind of silly.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Kind of real
Just
silly.
Kidding. Just kidding. No, but I try to put a bunch of fucking TikToks on there. I've mentioned this before. Follow me. I think it's funny. I get responses back from the people who do follow.
Yeah, you put a pretty gay one up the other day. You just put a dude dancing in his underwear to that Caught a Vibe song.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't in his underwear. He just didn't have a shirt on.
He was in his underwear.
It was a dad. It was a dad, dude.
He was in his underwear, dude.
It was good.
You're a dad. You're trying to make.
He looked way better than me.
What do they call them? Blended families. Is that what you're trying to make? A blended family?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about you fucking this guy, Drew.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Maybe next time though.
He's gonna let this one go.
Before we get too deep into the
excuse me, I am so sorry.
It's okay. Before we get into our show notes here too deep, really, happy 1 year anniversary, bro. What's up?
Yeah, you know what's crazy is I was thinking about that in the shower while I was touching myself. I wasn't touching myself, but for real, I did think about that. I was like, damn, I've been doing this. We've been doing this for a year.
It's been a year. I believe it was October 22nd was the first episode that we dropped, the teaser, and then the full serve episode, the first full serve episode.
I believe you are correct, sir.
Yes, so so happy 1 year anniversary. Happy birthday podcast. Happy birthday. I'm fine. Everything is fine.
It was also Stein's birthday. Shout out Stein.
Happy birthday, Stein. Did we mention that when we first recorded? Did we mention that at all? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think we do. You say something about going out for his birthday, I think, or something like that.
Little did we know.
I know. And I laughed I think that first episode was the time I laughed the loudest or the hardest because we thought we had this great story to tell, and then we realized that like we shouldn't tell this story because it was completely blowing the cover on like your roommate, and like it was
Oh
so
yeah,
funny.
they just completely backpedal.
It's like, let's change the name
And I
of the
was like,
segment. Anyway,
I
that got me so good. I loved when we first started. I still love doing this. This is great. So thank you, Evan, for everything for this past year. Thank you
Yeah,
for all
thank
those who
you.
listen.
This has been good. This has been a good learning tool.
This has been great.
So,
We have like a solid 45 people. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a lot considering like most of the other podcasts that you listen to probably have hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of people that listen to it.
But that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, really, catering an audience like that, and sometimes we're controversial. Like last week when I said something about, where's the gay flag and all that shit.
That's right.
What's the difference between being transgender
The
and
gay
being gay?
Nikes.
Yeah, the gay Nikes, my big gay
Nikes.
shoes. It was great. I wore them all week this week. It was great. You know what I did?
Pride, dog.
You're going to think this is stupid. Actually, a lot of
I
people are
won't
going to
think
think
it's stupid.
A lot of people are going to think this is stupid. I actually wore those shoes, the big gay ones. I actually wore them for like a walk, like
Like a gay walk?
a big gay walk. No, like a walk, like.
Big gay Drew's big gay walk?
I wore them on a walk to go blow a guy, and no, I wore them on a walk like with a couple of friends and my wife, and we walked my daughter to school, and then we went on like a mile walk after that, which is like nothing, like 20 minutes.
Nothing.
And I like actually wore those shoes like to do it, and they were like really fucking comfortable. It was great. I was like, I got my money's worth here. I was like, and it's a good it's a good conversation
Good.
piece.
That's so as I'm getting older and my feet are getting more fucked up,
Yeah.
I value comfort in a
Yeah.
shoe over style.
True that.
Like I'm not saying that the gay flag is not stylish, because let's be real, it is.
It's very. I love rainbows. Honestly.
Yeah, you're wearing.
What am I wearing right
a
now?
He's wearing a tie-dye, authentic city long dong silver.
Shut the fuck up. It says Long Island or
It says I love
says Long
cock
Beach. Shut the fuck up.
in my mouth.
It says I cross roads to blow dudes. No, it
He's
says
an
Long
island
Beach.
boy.
Oh my god, we're not talking about them. We're
Island
not.
boy.
Stop. We're not talking about Island
Island
boys.
boy.
Shut the fuck up right
They're
now. with that.
fucking.
They're out of this world. Those kids.
They are.
Oh my god.
They are. They
We're
are.
not. I'm not talking about.
They are
that.
hybrids.
I was getting to something. I had something. I was getting to something.
I totally hijacked it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I guess what I was going to say was, before we talk about the Island Boys, was that you said something about like, as you get older, your feet, you're more in tune or whatever.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my wife this week. What I think happens as you get older, especially when you get in like your 30s and 40s, there's two things. People are like, oh, I'm getting so old, my body's falling apart. What I think happens, half of it is that, like, yeah, your body degrades over time, of course, and you're more prone to injury as you get older. But I think the other half of it is that you just become more in tune with your body. Like, every night that you sleep, every day that you work, every season you have
That's
to
a good
go
way to put
through,
it.
you gain a little bit more advantage, a little bit more perspective on the way your body reacts to things. Like, for instance, until I turned, like 20... I'd say until I turn about 26, I could give a fuck about daylight savings time. I don't give a shit about it. It's
yeah.
coming up. It's coming up next
It
weekend.
is, and I'm feeling it, dog.
Well, yeah, we're getting close. You can really tell the difference right now in
Mm-hmm.
the sunsets and stuff like that, and the sunrises. But but that never bothered me. But now, when it takes me like a week to fucking recover from it. 1 hour, that's all it changes. 1 hour.
But
And my body,
fucks up the
it
whole
fucks my
week.
body up.
Yeah,
I know.
dude.
When are they going to get rid of that shit? When are they
not.
gonna get rid of that fucking shit?
Benny Frank.
Yeah. So anyway,
He's like, nah, let's do it. Forever.
so anyway, about these fucking Island Boys, what's going on with them? Do you know any backstory about these guys? I know that
I
they
don't know.
have.
I need backstory.
I know that they have crazy hair. Chris DiStefano said that they have coronavirus hair.
They for sure do. They look like Cynthia, the doll from the Rugrats.
They definitely look like Cynthia from the Rugrats.
They look like that.
Yes.
They have crazy ass tattoos, and they're all
they have like tribute tattoos on their chests. And
yeah.
stuff.
Like I'm cool.
which is that's cool. I don't
Yeah,
give a
I'm
shit.
cool with tattoos, but I think
It's just a lot going
when
on. That's a lot going on to look
I think
at,
when
you know?
you get the tattoos in a spot where it's just you're getting tattoos to get noticed for your tattoos, I think that's kind of a disrespect to the art.
Oh, really? I was
May-
going to say a cry for help.
Also that, yeah. Maybe, I mean, who am I to fucking say? Don't listen to me. I'm just a fucking guy.
I get where you're coming from.
But you can hear me, and I don't know. I think that they're a little ridiculous.
They are ridiculous. What's their
Little-
what's their backstory? Are they
I don't know.
Are they
Their-
18 or
their parents probably got to be rich as fuck. The one dude has 17 tattooed right on his between his
Very
eyebrows.
weird. Yeah, anyways,
On his
go
uni.
check them out. They're on Instagram and TikTok. Very
Yeah,
popular.
Island Boys.
Island boy.
Everybody's
Nice.
clowning them, and they're just
I
reacting. Of
won't
them
even-
just watching.
You know what? I know I did say earlier. I was like, no, we're not talking about it. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say I would clown them per se.
I'm
then
not.
they have
I'm
like
not clowning them.
they're getting pub, you
Yeah,
know?
they're getting more publicity than me and my band.
me
like
too, me and you.
Like,
That's what you got to do, though, bro. Once we get on, listen. So we've come a long way. We made
just
a lot.
wait.
We
Just
made
wait till we get a
pro-
camera in this room.
I know,
And you're
exactly.
gonna
That's
see
coming.
our hair.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, wow, these
You'll see.
these guys fuck.
You're gonna see my tie dye hoodie and my 5 o'clock shadow and want to fuck me.
And Drew's tight butthole. And you're gonna be like, damn.
My butthole is so loose, dude.
I will
So
subscribe to that OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. So I have a question for you.
I maybe have an answer.
So I did say daylight savings time is next week. This weekend is Halloween.
Yes.
So with Halloween right around the corner, and I think we may have touched on this briefly, but I kind of wanted to expound on it a little bit because of the holiday coming up this weekend. What are your thoughts on like ghosts or spirits or like what do you think happens in the afterlife? What are your thoughts on that?
So,
And I'll tell you explicitly what mine are after you're done.
I
And I'm really putting myself
I mean,
out
do
there.
you want to just tell me?
No, I want you to tell me first. I asked you first.
Okay.
I'm older.
So, I feel like those are two separate questions. Do I believe in ghosts and spirits? And what do I think happens in the afterlife?
Yeah, I think they're tied together. But
They're for sure tied. But so I definitely believe in spirits for 100%. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Yeah, baby. Fuck.
I played it low on purpose so you could talk over it, bro. Come
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
You're the producer.
Yeah, hit it again.
No, it's fine.
Well, play it out. Yeah, so, spirits.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think about ghosts? Do you think ghosts exist?
I for sure think ghosts exist.
You really do?
I for sure.
Have you ever seen a ghost or had any paranormal like activity?
So,
Anything happen to you like that?
I mean, everybody sees those fuzzies out of the corner of their eyes.
Yeah, but that could be floaters.
However, one day I was alone in my house, the house that one of my grandparents' friends built. Right,
Ooh.
like he built the house that I grew up in.
Ooh.
So, and then he sold it to my mom. He didn't die in the house. However,
Okay.
there was an afternoon where I was alone,
Yeah.
and I was in the kitchen,
Okay.
and I looked down the hallway because I thought I saw
hallways
something.
are so creepy.
I thought I saw something. I was like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and I said, oh, I thought I saw this guy. His name was Leo.
Uh-huh.
I forget his last name, but Leo. Maybe DiCaprio.
I knew you were going to say something like that. Anyway, so you thought you saw him, right? Out of the corner of your eye, looking down the hallway.
There have been times that I had thought that I've seen my mom's father, my grandfather Gordon.
Okay.
Some strange things happen when my grandfather passed. The night of, I woke up in like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it sounded like somebody was like knocking at the door. Like my dog was losing her mind.
Yeah.
And then like.
So you felt a presence.
I just felt like something was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I know
I was
what you
like,
mean.
that's weird.
Okay.
And then I woke up and I had a missed call from my stepdad.
Ooh, and that was it, right?
And
That
I
was
was
the
like,
call. It was the
I
call.
was like, I know what this is.
Yeah,
I know exactly what this is.
Gotcha.
So, I for sure believe in that. And what do I think happens after we die?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I like to speculate that life is a trial for a higher existence,
Okay.
and it's kind of like a test.
Okay.
I don't know what the test is, but I think that's kind of the point.
Okay. Kind of, you believe in like a Buddhist kind of thing, like you're trying to
guess.
find nirvana.
I guess
you're trying to find it a higher existence, so you get multiple tries.
Maybe not multiple tries, but just so like I know like I can be here for something.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because I don't want to like go through all this and then just have what happens next be me in the dirt.
Right.
I like to think that there's more for my loved ones and the lost ones of my loved ones.
Right.
I like to think that there's more for them too after everything.
Okay.
And like, if you're fucked up and you're Jeffrey Dahmer, maybe you spend eternity with Saddam Hussein and Satan. You know what I mean? In a love triangle.
Maybe. Who knows? I think it's all okay. So, all right.
And you get. Don't let me sway you if you have an opposing opinion.
I guess it's something similar. So, do I believe in ghost spirits? I do. I don't believe in like poltergeists or like things moving on a shelf or like a light turning on and off. I don't believe in necessarily that.
No, I mean I haven't experienced any of that.
Right. So I wouldn't say necessarily I believe in ghosts, quote unquote. Sorry. I do believe in like spirits or a spirit realm, if you want to call that the afterlife, whatever. I've noticed and I've kind of developed this feeling or theory in my brain. And obviously, I'll never have a way to test it. It's just going to happen whatever happens. Yeah. So that's just the way I feel. And the way I feel is, and as I've gotten older and like more people that are close to me have passed away, it may be a way that I deal with it psychologically or the way that I mourn, but I feel like they're still there. Like I can still feel their presence. Like that's why I used that word earlier when you were talking about you said your grandfather, right? Mm-hmm. So, occasionally, like if it's somebody who passed away and I'm thinking of them, I'll say that like something out loud, or I'll say like their name, or hey, thinking of you, or like it's sad. But as you get older, you get more of those funeral cards, and they're lined up on my armoire.
I have my grandparents up there. Yeah,
exactly. I used to keep them in my wallet until I had too many of them, and then I had to start lining them up on my armoire.
I didn't want them to get like crinkled. So I have...
I just wanted to have it, so I didn't really mind, as long as you could still read it.
I have my first license plate that my grandpa helped me buy.
Yeah.
With, like, my mom. Like, he helped me split it. So I have, like, his and my grandmom's. And that's pretty cool.
So, like, sometimes you'll think of somebody, like an aunt, or I've lost a cousin, like, and so you'll think of them, and you'll say, like, oh, look at that, or, like, hey, I'm thinking of you, or, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to give that kind of backstory also to tell you a different story. Something weird that kind of happened to me lately. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, I shouldn't even really be telling this story. You're
Scandalous.
No. You're gonna think I'm a nut job, but it's fine. Okay, but here we go. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
So, okay. So, when I was...
When I was about 11 years old, I had an encounter with Satan.
Okay, so this is what happened. The first girl, that I ever, had touch my pee-pee. I'll say her name. But we'll probably
don't say her name.
I'll say her name, but we'll probably
don't say her name.
Okay, all right, fine. I won't say her name. Okay, all right. You ready? Okay, so here we go. So first girl, first love of my life, first girl, whatever, the first girl crush or whatever I had, right?
They know who they are.
Yeah. She ended up passing away. Okay. She passed away a few years back. I honestly, the details on her passing away were kind of sketch. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a suicide or if it was anything else or if it was health related. I don't know. The obituary, obviously they're going to just, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But anyway, she passed away. I do know that's real. That's true. So anyway, I just started working at a new location as per work. We discussed that recently.
Yes.
Everything's great. Everything's great with work.
Sick.
Lately. Everything's been really nice lately. So that's
Happy
great.
To hear it.
Yes.
Happy to hear it.
Yes. Thank you. So I also have not been getting my timing down driving there, So there's a way to go. There's a way to go that's a straight road right from my neighborhood right to where I work. Mm-hmm. And it's just one straight road. But that road gets backed up and it gets all fucked up sometimes because of construction and stuff like that. So the other day, it's like my second week at this new place I'm at from work. And I'm like, fuck, I can't be late. I can't be fucking late. And as I'm getting there, I hit this mound of traffic on this straight line road. And I'm like, fuck. So I decide to turn off of the road. Excuse me.
You're fine.
I turn off the road, and I'm like, you know what? I got to get off the road. There's at least, I know there's 1 or 2 parallel roads that kind of get down. May take a little extra driving, but it'll be faster because this road dead ahead is fucking stopped because of construction.
Right.
So I go and I turn down this side road, and I notice that there's a neighborhood, and I was like, oh my God, that was the neighborhood where, you know, my old girlfriend from high school used to live, the one who passed away. So I haven't been through that neighborhood in like 10 years. I went and I go and I'm like, you know what? I look up at the sky and I'm like, bleep. I'm like, get me through the neighborhood. Like, somehow get me through this neighborhood, you know? So I go and I start turning and I'm like, oh, I remember. And I start getting through. I go through the neighborhood. I make it through. I get to this other parallel road, make a left, make another left. I'm at my work, make it there on time. Perfect. I'm like, banging, right? Mm-hmm. So shift goes on. It's normal, doing normal stuff. And I am working and just doing like normal things, like nothing crazy's happening. And all of a sudden, in front of me is her little brother, the girl, my first girlfriend's little brother.
Shut up.
This is literally after, like, this is like 90 minutes after I, like in my head was like, help me out, get me through this, get me to work on time.
Yeah.
Here he is, stopping in on his break.
Yeah.
And he's standing there right with 6 feet in front of me, Evan. The same distance we are right now. Right in front of me. And I was like, whoo.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him since he was 7 years old. Yeah, I know. I haven't talked to him since he was 7 years old. And it took me like a minute or two, like, to muster up the courage and be like, hey, do you remember me? Like, hey, what's up? Like, did you have a sister? Or do you have a sister? I said. And he was like, and he like kind of smiled, and because I know that he did, and he doesn't, but he did. And he was like, I did. And he says her name. I'm like, yeah, you know, we dated in high school. He's like, you know what? I remember you. I was like, how old? He's like, yeah, I was 7 years old. I was like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
How's he doing?
He's doing fine. He's doing fine as far as he works. He's like 25, you know? And I was like, man. He's like, yeah, so he's like, you know, she passed away, right? I was like, I do. I did know that. I know. And I'm sorry about that. And he's like, yeah, I know. It's all right. I was like, thanks. And then.
So why the fuck? Why'd you ask?
Yeah, right. Why the fuck did you bother asking me about it? I was like, I just wanted to make sure you were you. So anyway, it was.
That's fine. I'm not criticizing you.
Yeah, it was interesting. And I was like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, of all the odds, like, for me to like ask for her help, and then here's her little brother, literally 5 feet in front of me.
Who's this?
Like, wow. So I had to say something to him. So anyway, that was my X-Files. Oh wait, shit, that wasn't very loud. Oh wait, that's right. I turned the volume down. Hold on. Ready? Oh wait.
I'm a horrible.
What were some of your costumes growing up as a kid? Halloween.
I'm glad you asked. I was just talking about this with a few people. So, what's the early? Well, I can't remember.
Let me run down some of mine real quick. You ready?
Yeah.
I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I was a Ghostbuster. I was bless you.
Thank you.
I was Robin Hood.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's not. My mother made me wear tights.
Sick. I'm about that life.
Not in the mid-90s, and
that's
you're
true. That's
in
true.
5th grade.
Okay, that's fair. That's a totally fair analysis.
I was the Scream dude once or twice.
I was the Scream dude in 3rd grade.
I think that kind of rounds it up. I was when I got a hold of my first referee shirt, that was game. Like, that's it. Every party you go to, you got a nice, cool shirt to wear. It's not, like, making you sweaty or nothing. And you can go to a party and have a nice time. And you're wearing a referee shirt. You could say, I'm either a
This is your plug to be a referee for Halloween.
You're either a referee or you work at Foot Locker. And it's funny. And that's what you do. And that's it. That's your game for life. You don't need any other shirt. As long as you can squeeze into that fucking zebra shirt,
I would tell
you got a costume for life.
I would tell everybody something different. What are you? Oh, I work at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
I'm a referee.
Yeah, that's all you can say.
I'm a zebra. I'm an inmate that got a hold of some nice pants.
There you go. Yeah.
But
right. So yeah, go ahead. What were some of your other ones?
I remember I was a Pokemon one year.
Oh, which Pokemon?
Specifically Charmeleon.
Oh, wow.
I was Charmeleon one year.
Not Charmander?
excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I,
You're excused.
I saw they had Charmander, but then I saw Charmeleon, and I was like, damn, that's kind of sick.
Damn, what place did you go to? They had both.
Party City, dog.
Shit.
In the
I know exactly where it is. Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you do. But
anyway, sorry.
So I was Charmeleon one year. In the first grade, I was Harry Potter.
Oh my god! Can you remember all your fucking costumes? Like
Most
year by
of them.
year? Really?
Most of them.
I don't remember every one that I had. Those ones that I told you, they're just the ones that stood out.
One year I was Frodo.
I think I was a doctor one year. I think I wore like a lab coat one year too. And I had like a knife and I was like a mad doctor or something like that.
I was Michael Myers one year.
Yeah.
I got the mask and everything.
Do you remember that smell? Like that smell?
Yeah,
like
dude,
the
I
inside
can
of the
never
mask?
forget it.
You can always remember that smell
I
of what a
always
mask
remember it.
smells
I
like.
know exactly what you're talking about.
I remember the
Yep.
first time.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
And then the last one that I can remember.
I still remember his name.
I was Joker. Like Heath Ledger Joker.
Heath Ledger joke. God, I'm old. Okay, yes.
My mom put like makeup on, like the prosthetics,
Oh, yeah.
so it looked like I had
really?
scars.
Really?
And it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
But like I showed up, so I was planning on going trick or treating with a childhood friend, right? And like we were mad tight growing up. But then I'm not criticizing him.
Okay.
But there was this one kid who he would hang out with, who was a pretty cool kid, but got into a lot of trouble.
Okay.
And he was there.
Bad apple.
And he's a bad apple.
alert.
He's a bad apple.
Boner
and he
alert.
like fucking roasted me to smithereens.
Really?
Over this. Because he
shit.
showed up as like a thug. Or
Okay,
like,
yeah, he's a thug. He put
like
a
he's wearing like
bandana
a
on his arm or
bulletproof
something.
vest.
Oh my
and
god,
like
really?
a fucking like he looked like he was ready to
Jesus, was it
go
50
join
Cent?
a militia.
Oh,
a militia.
A Melissa.
I said a militia.
I know.
Join a militia. But and he like roasted me.
I'm good.
No, take it.
No, I'm gonna hit the bong one more time.
But so after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm out of this bitch.
Yeah. And so I left and I went home.
Yeah.
And then I just watched TV.
Nice. I remember when like Halloween kind of turned off for me as a kid. Like if you think back to when you were a kid, when was the last time you actually went like trick or treating? I believe the last time I went trick or treating was when I was in 8th grade. I think that was it. When I got into high school, I was like, fucking high school kids
can't do it. Yeah.
High school kids don't go fucking trick or treating. Like they're talking about getting fucked up at parties, like the 18-year-olds.
Yeah, because you talk to people and it's like, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Like, where are you going?
Oh, I'm going to this kid's house, his parents
like,
or whatever. Yeah,
oh.
exactly.
Oh, I meant like which neighborhood are we hitting?
Who's got the big candy bars?
Which houses should we hit, guys? Oh, well, I'm going to Kenny's, you know. He's
Yeah.
having a couple. His brother's got a keg.
He's got a beat on some giant York patties.
What? I can't go to a keg party. I never went
Mrs.
to
Miller,
any.
Mrs. Miller on 7th, she gives out cans of soda.
I went to one high school party.
Yeah. One high school party like at all ever or one Halloween high school party?
One high school party ever.
I didn't start going
was-
to high school parties until, okay, I'll tell you when, but go ahead.
It was a New Year's party.
It was a New Year's party, okay.
a New Year's
You went to one party in high school.
One party, and they accused me of smoking in the basement.
Or like weed?
Yeah.
Did you smoke weed back then?
No.
Man,
Well,
you know
so
what?
all right.
You know what they
here's the
sound
deal.
like? You know what they sound like, Evan?
This is actually really funny.
What? They sound
Nazi fags.
They do sound like that. They weren't at all though. They were Filipino.
Sorry. Trigger warning. Just trigger warning. Sorry.
But
Sorry. Sometimes.
I'm kind of retarded.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
anyway,
Go. You were saying?
that's actually the night. So I had not smoked yet.
Okay.
However, I was planning on leaving and going and getting some
Right.
because
So, like Minority Report, they knew what you were going to do. And
I
they
guess
fucking,
so.
They
And they were
picked you
like,
out and
"You're
they started.
smoking in here.
Yeah.
You're smoking." And I was like, "No, I'm not." But I was like, "What? How? 13, 14?"
Right.
I
Exactly.
was like, "No, I'm not." What are you talking about, man?
No, I'm not, bro.
But I really
Leave me
wasn't.
alone.
I really wasn't, and they just were not convinced that I wasn't.
But they knew you were going to. Maybe they overheard you saying something.
They
like,
didn't
"Yeah."
kick me out, but then I left and
Yeah.
I went to like go do it and like
Yeah.
walked back, and like that was before we were driving, of
Right.
course. So freshman,
Yeah.
I
Oh
walked.
God.
How far did I walk? I walked probably like a good 2 miles
Jesus
to
Christ.
go get high.
Jesus
I walked
Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I went with like a group of people. It wasn't like I
Yeah,
was strapping
I get it.
alone.
I've walked. I've
Yeah.
walked a lot.
But then I get back and like they try to say that I can't come in because I was smoking. And I was
But you
like-
weren't smoking.
I was like, I wasn't. That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Right.
I was like, I mean, like I didn't smoke here.
Where's your evidence? Where's your lab test?
And so then they were like, okay, but like you have to like take your hat off. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
What party was this again? Where was this?
It was at this girl.
Oh, that's right. The high school party. That's right. I'm like, what the fuck?
The only
party?
high school party I ever went to.
Definitely. Oh my god.
It was a crazy experience.
And there was parents there?
Yeah.
Weird.
They monitored the whole thing.
Wild.
It was like, because her birthday was on Christmas. So it was like a birthday / New Year's party. It was just on New Year's.
Nice.
But I wasn't popular.
Wasn't happening.
I got invited to that and I got in trouble for something that I did not even do. I maintain my innocence to this day. But
Telling you, it's thought crime, bro. They knew. They knew what you were doing.
guilty by association.
So I got my screen time notification the other day. It says my screen time was up this week. You want to know why it was up this week?
Why?
You want to know why?
Yes. Very badly.
Because Drew's into crypto now.
Oh.
Big Daddy's into crypto.
Big Daddy's into
I got a crypto app on my phone.
Okay. All right. What are you in? Are you in MoonSafe?
No. I'm not going to disclose what I'm in, but
You in Dogecoin?
It involves a dog. That's from
Dogecoin.
China.
Dogecoin. Or the Shiba Inu?
Yeah,
You in
baby.
the Shiba Inu?
Oh yeah, I'm in there. I'm in there big. I'm in there thick, bro. I got a thick portfolio.
My boy is
I
in
got
that.
millions of coin.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's going up cents on the dollar, bro.
Dude, if it ever, okay, first off, I'll say this, and then I'll explain myself. If it ever, all it would have to do is, number one, if it ever hit 50 cents, I would be done. I would never have to work another day in my life if it ever hit 50 cents. That's not what's going to happen, though. It's never going to hit that mark. It's always going to be a micro meme coin. And that's because, and I learned this after like looking into cryptos and stuff. So if you're looking into crypto, do a lot of fucking research before you decide to invest. I still think there's a profit on like a Shiba Inu coin, only just like in my mediocre little bit of novice, doings.
I don't understand too much.
Yeah, but there's, when you do a little bit of research into it, you look and you see that unlike Dogecoin or a Bitcoin or Ethereum, there's a large amount of Shiba Inu, like a quadrillion, and I'm not even making that number up, like a quadrillion of it. That's how much there are, or multiple quadrillions.
A quadrillion?
Yes, so that's a lot.
That's a real number?
Yeah, it's a real number. I think it's 1,000 trillions.
I'm going to drill you a quadrillion times. A quadrillion.
Hey Siri, how many zeros does quadrillion have?
Here's what I found from vocabulary.com.
It's got 15 zeros.
15.
Yeah, it's got
That's 15 bloody zeros. But trillion?
Anyway, so that's the thing. So people are like, yo, 1 penny. Look, Shiba Inu to a penny. Shiba Inu to $1. It'll never get to that point because there's so much of it. Now, the value can go up exponentially by how more popular a coin becomes or a cryptocurrency becomes. And it can exponentially grow in price in that manner. But not always. That's not always the case. And again, a lot of it comes to the scarcity of it. And this Shiba Inu coin, it's not scarce. So if you didn't buy Shiba Inu, in January of this year, I wouldn't bother even doing it. I have a little bit.
Did you buy it in January?
No, I fucking bought it like 2 days ago.
Oh, well, then who the fuck are you to tell people this to stay away from my stock?
Well, what I'm saying is that don't learn from
These
my
are my
mistake.
cows.
Learn from my mistake. I'm lucky that I'm still broken even currently right now, and that's where I'm at. So I'm just saying, learn from my mistake. I'm not saying stay away from my cow. You're like, well, when did you buy? I'm like, fucking 2 days ago.
You got a Hatfield and McCoy. Stay away from my pig.
That's right, baby.
It's my livestock.
Jesus Christ. Have you ever tried to catch a pig?
Absolutely fucking not. What are you talking about?
The Renaissance Fair was this past weekend.
Yeah, and did you try to catch a pig?
I didn't
I bet they would have fucking kicked you out, bro.
Like, this guy's going after the emus. Get him out of here.
He's trying to get the pigs. What the fuck? Was he trying to fuck that pig? Yeah.
No, but,
Drew's trying to fuck pigs.
Yeah, I took my kids to the Renaissance Fair this weekend. We go to the Pennsylvania one. It's a little bit of a drive, but it was good. It was fucking crowded.
Oh, yeah.
It was slam jammed because I don't know if we discussed it last year or not. Me going and taking them because we went last year too with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if we talked about it on the pod or not. But yeah, we went last year and it was like fucking, dead zone. No pun intended. And it was fucking crazy. It was like crazy because like you could do everything. We sat down for face painting with the kids. This year, there was like a line for kettle corn that was like literally like 15 people long. Like you couldn't get mac and cheese. You couldn't get face painting this time. You couldn't, like, we were lucky to get in and get them like a souvenir sword. Like, it was so fucking busy. Yeah, we were able to see a lot of the entertaining things there.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So that's nice. I bought some knickknacks. I fucking love knickknacks.
Love knickknacks. I don't ever want to get too many, though, because I don't want to be crowded
Yeah.
with knickknacks. I feel like I have an appropriate amount of knickknacks right now
Yeah.
for my space.
That's good. I like knickknacks. I like, they just like draw your attention. They look nice. You can design things.
Wall art, clearly.
Yeah. I like flags on the wall. I like that. Like, now I know you have the American flag that we used for our picture.
Yes, I have the
But
big
you also
American
have-
flag. I have a
you also
map
have
of the
bands.
world. I have some of my roommate Steven's artwork.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Grim Reaper that he did. He did this parrot
Parrot.
behind me, which has been my favorite.
The Swiss Alps over there.
This is the Swiss Alps, yeah. That's a custom, well, not custom, but a
The designed, like,
it's
press.
a
It's like a pressing.
limited
Yeah.
hand painted cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of
Here
Christmas
I have
lights.
a wishful thinking flag that
Very
I
nice.
designed and was made for me
Very nice.
by somebody who I don't talk to anymore. But
Okay,
it was
yeah.
a sick flag.
She sucked my pee-pee.
Yeah, that's a sick ass turtle design.
It is a turtle.
That
That's cool.
our
A
buddy
tortoise.
Droid Visuals design. That's
Very
his
cool.
business
Shout out-
name.
shout out
so that's
Droid
what I'll
Visuals.
do. Shout out Droid Visuals.
You can find them on Twitter and Instagram.
He's fucking sick. And this is a story so far flag.
Very
And
cool.
Right down here is this signed Danny Breer photo.
Very cool.
That keeps falling off the
And
wall,
what-
so I
and-
just took it down.
Good. Tell the people what I gave you last year as a gift.
He gave me a Danny Breer jersey.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you.
It's fucking
Mr.
dope.
Playoffs.
Mr. Playoff.
Mr. October or whatever the fuck. I know.
He's playing in the alumni game.
Not October, Mr. October. That's baseball.
Mr.
I'm an
October.
idiot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Mr. May.
We'll talk about
Mr. March.
We're
That's what
getting Mr. March.
That's it. Sure. That'll work.
Miss March.
Miss March. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. All right, so I got a crazy story for you, but I think I'm going to hit this clip first, then we'll get into it. Go ahead, hit it.
I was talking to my buddy the other day. Yeah. I said the name Bruce Jenner. He goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Her name's Caitlyn. She's a woman now. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm still on season 3.
That's so stupid but funny. I love it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
No spoilers. Bro, why would you do that to me?
Oh my god. Yeah, that was pretty funny. It was Gary Veeder or something along those lines. He's a comedian. That was one of his specials, I guess.
Cheers, Gary
That was
Veeder.
his clip came from him. Very funny. I saw a couple other ones from him, but that one was the funniest so far. I'm sure he's got other material, so find him on TikTok. So anyway, I'm going to tell you the story. I haven't told anybody the story aside from one other person, and you'll know who it is as I start to tell it.
He said it was his first gay experience, so everybody listen up.
Okay, so not a gay experience, but it does have something to do with my cock. Okay.
Oh.
You ready? I probably shouldn't have said that. My penis.
My dick.
So okay, you ready? I'm gonna put. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put it out there because this is October.
Do you want to back out?
No, it's October. It's October, so it's
Cocktober?
fine. It's Cocktober. Perfect. Cocktober. Yes. All right. You ready? Okay.
Yes.
So, whew. All right. Ready? So, as you know, I take a lot of different supplements, right? As we've discussed on here, I believe before. Just recently, as early as last month.
Healthy greens.
Well, yeah, Athletic Greens. I love my
Athletic Greens.
Yeah, I've been trying to get fucking ad copy. They never got back to me. But I'll email them again. Anyway, so I do take my supplements. I take my vitamins. I take my Athletic Greens. I, dabble in certain keto products because I like healthy fats and shit like that. Bullshit like that. So anyway, that's my mental state. I started taking this new supplement, and I noticed that over the course of a couple weeks, when I was urinating, it was like burning a little bit. And I was like, oh, like what is that? You know, like that's awkward. You know,
What is that?
Yeah, what is that? Right. I'm like,
I don't like that for you.
Well, let me go on. So I'm like, oh, burning. So like it was just like a little here and there, and of course I thought of I don't know if you're familiar with Kramer on Seinfeld when he was being an actor for medical students, and he no one wanted gonorrhea because all the symptom was burning during urination. So of course I'm burning during urination like over the course of like a week, and I'm like, do I have gonorrhea? So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So
You didn't, right? Oh, let me not. Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me go on.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. So let me go on. So I'm burning during urination. I'm like, oh my God, do I have something? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I haven't stepped out on my marriage, you know? I eventually, one night,
You cranked one out?
I wring my dick out after I peed, and there was some discharge. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now my head is spinning. First off, my heart dropped when I saw it. I was like,
of course,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now this just materialized. This isn't just like me taking a supplement and like, it's like making me like my pee, burn a little bit. Like now it's like, this is serious.
Yeah, it's like, what is
the
up?
fuck just happened?
Like, this is my dick. I don't fuck around with my dick.
Correct. So, of course, like I said, my head starts spinning, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I didn't have sex with, I haven't gotten like drunk, like really drunk. Did I fuck anybody?
Did I black out?
Exactly. I swear to God, dude, there's all these things running through my head,
Of
like
course.
circles. And then, of course, I only have sex with one other person. And where do you think my mind goes then?
Down the rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Into a very destructive place.
Into a terrible, terrible
A place where nobody should go.
So I end up thinking and thinking and thinking, rattling my brain the whole morning. I'm like, what am I going to ask her? Because I know that I haven't done anything. I haven't had sex with anybody else. So I'm like, am I going to like eliminate this off the list of possibilities? Am I going to ask my wife? Am I gonna ask my wife if she's had sex with somebody else and given me an STD? That's what I'm about to.
Pause. This is the greatest content we have ever had.
Are you ready?
This is an inside look.
I guess this is huge inside look.
Wow,
I
okay.
haven't even told my family this story. Okay, so and I know. It's just,
At Drew's family,
It's really
I hope
because-
you follow the pod.
yeah. There's only a couple of them, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I have to like think about this that whole morning. I'm like, peeing during urination. Now I got fucking discharge, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Should I ask my wife? I haven't banged anybody else. We just had sex like less than, this is going to sound terrible, less than 3 weeks before we had sex. It's been that long. It had been that long, okay? So I'm like...
I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah, I feel... So I'm like, that might, maybe that matches up. Maybe that's maybe that matches up. It's been 3 weeks. We had sex. Now all of a sudden it's materializing over the last few weeks with burning urination and stuff like that. It's all lining up. It's all lining up for me.
Did you WebMD this shit?
Of course I did.
Yeah,
So
of
I'm
course you
WebMD and shit. I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I go and I text my wife and I was like, hey, later on when I get home, I need to ask you a question. And she was like, what did you just say? No, this is on text. And she was like, you need to ask me now because I'll just be thinking about it the rest of the day. And I don't want that. Just ask me what's up. Tell me right now. And I'm like, in the last 4 to 6 weeks, have you had sex with anybody else? Oh my God.
Did she call you like immediately?
No, she didn't call me immediately. She was at work and I was at work. And I was like, and I asked her, oh my God. And she was like, no. And then she's like, we'll talk later or something like that. And I was like, oh, maybe she did and she's going to tell me later. But no, she's like, you are the luckiest fucking guy in the world. I was like, why? She's like, because I should have fucking smacked you in the face for asking me that.
That's some shit that my
I was
girl
like,
was-
listen, and I explained the whole thing.
Yeah.
I explained the whole story.
I
what
freaked
happened.
out. It's
Yeah.
my dick. Like, you gotta understand.
You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. So then, of course, here comes another interesting dynamic to this story. Now she's been a trooper with the whole like with this whole
With the whole
whole
thing
story
with your dick.
everything with my dick. She's been a trooper. So she was like, she didn't like straight up accuse me of doing anything because she doesn't know.
But she was like, well, I didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So, but we
yeah.
didn't get to that. We didn't get to that point yet in the story. So.
Okay.
So, anyway, so I approached her about this in text. She says no. She then tells me later on, via in person. She's like, no, I've never. I would. I'm like, okay, thank you for saying that. Like I just needed to ask just to clear my mind. I didn't know what else to do.
Because baby,
So,
I think I got the drip.
I got the drippies. So, oh God, I can't believe I said that. So I go and I immediately make an appointment in urgent care later that afternoon. Like I get done work or whatever, and I get into the urgent care, and I'm in, and I go, and you have to call to set everything like up when you first arrive.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
a hot nurse to look at my
Every woman is beautiful, Evan. So I call and they're like, yeah. So what's your name? I'm like, oh, blah blah blah. They're like, what's your blah blah blah? What time's your appointment? I'm like 3 blah blah. Okay, so they're like, what's what's going on? Why do you need to see somebody urgently at this urgent care?
Why do you need care so urgently?
So I'm like, well, I was like, funny you ask. I was like,
It's my dick.
I've had some burning urine during urination lately, and I took a deep breath and I was like, I can't believe I have to say this. And I have some discharge. And she was like, okay, all right, let me just call the nurse. And so the nurse calls me on my phone. They call me in. The guy's like, I need a urine sample immediately. So I give him a good urine sample. And then he's like, listen, we're going to test it now for blood or anything like that, but we got to send it out for labs. And so I'm asking him all these questions. And this guy, the guy was nice. The nurse and the doctor, they were both really nice. They were like, we'll send it out. The doctor had to get my permission to test it for STIs. And I was like, yeah. I was like,
Absolutely.
Go for it. Test it for STIs.
While I'm here.
And dude, I cannot tell you, it was on a Saturday. I think I went in on a Saturday. And I didn't get the results until Monday in the late afternoon, and I was fucking dying the whole weekend. I'm like, what if I have an STI? What if I got something else? And then what if I got? And I'm like, oh my God! So my brain is still kind of being racked. After and when I was in there during the appointment, like I said, the nurse was like he was very like, oh yeah. Yeah, sure. No.
Yeah,
I'm sure your
happens
wife
all
said
the
that.
time.
That's what your wife said, sure.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
He's like, 99 times out of 100, it's an STI. And I was like, great, thanks, bro.
So you're kind of fucked.
Essentially, yeah. He explained to me that I was fucked. And this is
Get
what it
used to the burn, buddy.
Yes.
You're going to
So,
feel it for a while.
I spoke with the doctor, and the doctor's like, we'll check for this, we'll check for that. Any other symptoms? No. Do you have any rash? No, thank you. But here's the thing. So on Monday when I got the results, the nurse, same guy called. His name was Jesse. Thanks.
Said,
Shout out Jesse.
You're lucky your wife didn't sleep with anybody, bro. So, probably chewing gum or something.
It was,
so, you're clean, buddy. You're good.
But the results of the actual lab analysis and all the cultures, and after testing it against all different kinds of infections, including sexually transmitted diseases, my urine was completely sterile. There was no infection.
Very nice. So what's up?
So that's the thing. It's not necessarily very nice. The doctor, when I first got checked out, he was like, it could be your prostate. It could be your prostate, could be making fluid, it could be anything. And so of course, where does my brain go? What are you looking for over there? Can you hear the rain?
Did you turn the light on?
Yeah, I turned it on earlier. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're seeing ghosts now?
No, because I turned that off
I turned
when
it
I
on,
turned
yeah.
this on. So
No, I
I
turned it
thought,
Yeah. No.
whoa, I was fucking freaking out for like half a second.
Well, here's the thing. I'm freaking out because, of course, wandering eyes, and I'm checking Google and stuff, and of course, it's the big C is the issue with prostate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't like that. I don't like waiting. I have an appointment for a follow up with a specialist to get it checked out. But the reason why I told it is because it could be that, and it's important during Cancer Awareness Month to make sure that you do follow up on shit like that, because if you catch shit early, you have way more of a chance of getting through it with early treatment than you would if you don't do it. So I, of course, made my appointment right away, and I'm going on Tuesday. So
nice.
that was the quickest I could get in. So
You
we'll
gotta
see.
call me
More
Tuesday.
more to come. And if it is what it is, it is what it is. And if it's not, then good. Then we'll figure it out, and I'll treat it or do whatever. But I've had a vasectomy, so that could be a complication. It could be a complication from that.
True.
Could be. Something could have gotten injured. So I just think it's funny that was the first time I ever took a fucking STI test, and
I've taken
and I had symptoms of an STI, but yet I was clean.
I can tell you a story to make you feel better.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So when I was 22 years old,
Yeah.
I was seeing this girl,
Okay.
and I hung out with her.
Yeah.
Everything was cool.
Uh-huh.
We made plans to hang out again.
Okay.
I go over. Everything's going according to plan.
Pants are coming off.
Until,
Uh-oh.
it wasn't.
Oh.
And what I mean by that is I couldn't get up, man.
Oh,
couldn't get
gotcha.
And so I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It was my birthday.
Oh.
I was feeling good.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
I had just received pot brownies
Oh.
that were made for me, and I was like, damn, this is sick.
But you can't get it up.
And I couldn't do it.
It sucks.
So I was like, damn, like I'm too young for this to happen.
Yep.
So I was like, maybe it's a one-off.
True.
So made plans.
Mm-hmm.
Happened again. I was like, oh. I said the same thing. Oh. What am I going to do? So I made an appointment.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on,
What
doc?
the fuck, dude?
I just turned 22.
Yeah.
I can't have this happen. I'm trying. Like, I'm in the prime of my life.
Right.
So I thought.
Right.
And she's like, all right, well, we'll run some tests.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do all this.
Right.
And, I had to get blood work done. I had to pee in a cup. I had to do all this shit.
I'll probably have to do all that shit too again.
And it was like the longest, like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then they called me and they were like, yeah, we want to like bring you in and talk to you. I was like, oh no.
Oh, shit.
It's like, oh no.
What did they say?
I'm impotent. I was like, shit, I'm sterile. Like, what's going on?
I don't have a penis anymore.
I'm asexual now.
I'm transgendered. No, I'm sorry.
And so I show up, and my doctor is like, yeah, you're a perfectly healthy 22-year-old. She's like, maybe it's a confidence thing. And I was like, no way. I was like, I'm feeling good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on top of my game.
Yeah.
I was like, you should have seen me in there, Doc.
Doc, I unhooked her bra with one fucking hand.
Doc, you should have seen me. Like, I was a fucking all-star.
God damn it.
Slam dunking, dribbling,
Send a picture back home.
scooping, dunking, vibing. And she's like, no, maybe it's, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Everything, your vitals are
What
good.
did you try again with that girl?
No, she never hit me up again. Yeah.
What was her name? Say her name. Her first name. Come on, just say it. Just say it.
I'm not gonna do it. She has a bakery now, though.
Oh, okay, that sounds nice. We'll go sometime. Let me clean up here. Although, wait, let me clean up before we get to news. I was at an ATM the other day. Okay, I was at an ATM the other day. You ready for this?
By the way, I don't have an ED problem anymore.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Let me just. I never
Rock solid.
I never clarified.
That's good. No, that's good. Tell all the single women out there.
I have a girlfriend. Relax. Also, for the record, I have a girlfriend. She'll kill all of you, and then she'll kill me.
And then me too, collateral damage. So
Yeah.
don't do this, please.
She'll kill Drew for being
Don't
associated.
be DMing our Instagram at all, please, with naked booby pics. I can take them. Evan can't. So just send them to me. Anyway, so I'm at the ATM the other day, and this woman comes up next to me, and she's like, "Excuse me, can you help me?" And I was like, "What's up?" And she's like, "I can't get my credit card out because she just got her nails done, and they were long as fuck, and they were fake. Mm-hmm. And since they were so long, she couldn't reach into the ATM to pull her card out. And if you can't pull the card out, guess what? Can't get fucking money." This bitch had the audacity to ask me to stand there for 4 transactions and stand there and wait so I could use my hand to pull her card out for her. I was like,
She said, "Hold on."
I did it once for her.
This guy's a big man.
I was like, I did this for her once as a kindness, and then she's like, "Can you just wait 1 second? I need to use." And then she starts pulling cards out, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And so then she finally changed up this other card, and thank God it had the numbers, the embossed numbers on it, so she could pull it with her fingernails. I was about to tell her like, "Sorry, bitch, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not standing here for 15 minutes while you pull money out.
You're
of
out
each
of
one
your
your
fucking
account."
mind.
Yeah, like
I got shit to do. Yeah.
Fuck that. That was a real story that happened to me. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Plus, I could just take your shit. I could just take your money. I could do whatever what are you doing?
I plug in and I listen to heavy ass music. Nobody bothers me.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I do miss the days of the very beginning of the pandemic when you would go in places. I would go with like
And
a
nobody
hat.
would be there?
Well, of course, no one would be there.
Oh, yeah,
that was
hat,
banging.
sunglasses,
hat,
mask.
sunglasses, mask. Exactly, yeah.
still
and
do
a hoodie.
that.
And a hoodie.
I still do that.
Fuck yeah, dog. No one could even tell who the fuck you are.
Nope, nobody
Nice.
knows it's me.
I do miss that. Did you hear about what happened to Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's
a poor
awkward.
guy.
Poor girl.
Poor girl too. I mean,
I know.
but like people are trying to like come at Alec Baldwin. I don't think it's really.
It's not really, but it is really. I don't know. So it's like it seems like it's like a web of responsibility here. Like multiple people fucked up. There's an armor on movie sets who's in charge of weaponry.
Yeah.
Movie sets, there's not even supposed to be live ammunition.
That's what I mean.
So, you know what I'm saying? And in this case, they're finding like dozens apparently of live rounds.
Do you
like,
think Baldwin had it? Did Baldwin have the live ammunition?
I don't know who was in possession of it. You'd have to go check that out and read into it. But I just know that they found them on set. Like they found other live ammunition, at least another live round. And then from what they said, they suspect multiple live rounds. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, if Baldwin had it, that's something.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing.
But
Okay.
if
So
he didn't, then
So here's the thing. This is terrible. Okay. This is terrible. But listen, there was a meme that I saw online, and I retweeted it on our Twitter. I retweeted it on our Twitter, and it was right after this happened, and like didn't even know the girl's name yet, or anything. And I retweeted it, and I felt bad, and so I unretweeted it on our account because it was too much, and I probably shouldn't have done that, and it was really mean. So just if everybody knows, if they saw that, I feel bad, and I don't mean to do it.
Drew, sorry.
Usually I'm not sorry because I do try to like battle people online on Twitter. Usually taking like a conservative stance on things and like try to ask people sensible questions. Sometimes I sound like a fucking nut job on there too, but I like Twitter. Twitter's fun.
Yeah,
But Instagram is way more entertaining.
I
Our
always
Instagram
try
is
to,
way more
like,
entertaining.
Anytime somebody says some off the wall shit,
Mm-hmm.
I try to be like, try to compare it to something that they might understand.
Yeah.
Be like, would you like for instance today somebody was talking about transgender people.
Oh shit.
And they were like, when you can have a baby
Mm-hmm.
without any additives, then you can be a woman. And I was like, would you not argue that like an epidural during pregnancy is an additive?
Yeah, what do they mean by that? Do they mean like you don't need a guy, or do they mean like you don't need like drugs, like a drug-free?
Like a uterus.
What the fuck?
And I was
But
like,
you need a uterus.
but that's the thing. So it's like men transitioning don't have that. That was her argument.
So she was like pushing back.
Yeah. So I was like, you gave
She was
birth.
pushing back against trans people,
Yes.
essentially.
And I was like, so it was like, you gave birth, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, did you have an epidural? She was like, yeah. I was like, wouldn't you argue that isn't additive?
That's not natural.
That's not natural. And she was like, well, it's only for the pain. I was like, I'm not asking you what it's for. I'm asking you if it's
Natural.
if it's a natural part of the process.
Exactly.
I was like, and it's not.
I get your argument.
Well, I mean, it's a very weak argument. Don't
It's
get it
interesting.
twisted.
It's still an interesting way to think about it.
But
I like-
it's an example.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was like, "Oh, well, it's not the same." I was like, "It's not the same, but it's like think about it."
right.
Stop.
The biggest thing I try to do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean like that's just all. Like stop
Yeah.
trying to just be an asshole.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I try to do on Twitter is like try not to fight. Like I'm not trying to fight. I have said a couple of choice things about Joe Biden on there. Sorry, most of them were sarcastic though.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yes, let's go, Brandon. But usually on there, I'm like, even like in one of the tweets I sent back this week, I'm like, I'm not trying to fight. I just want to know X, Y, and Z. Like, tell me. And then like most people don't respond. And then like it makes me think how many accounts out there aren't even real aren't even real accounts. Like how many of them are just like fake robots.
Probably more than half of the ones that you interact with.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So when I see like single line stuff or like really weird choice narrative things like that people tweet about, I'll go click through their account and see like when did they join. Like some of them joined like 2 months ago, and you're like, you're a fucking bot. But then apparently, so here's something I didn't know. If you call somebody a bot on there, it's like that means that you're a leftist and you were calling a conservative person a bot. Yeah, like I was like, I don't know all this nomenclature. I don't know what the
What
fuck
did you
you're
get
talking
flagged for something?
about. Have I been flagged on there? No, I've been flagged. I got flagged for copyright on our Instagram a couple times.
I got flagged for a TikTok comment that I sent to somebody.
Really? What'd you say?
So one of my friends sent me.
Was it offensive?
No, one of my friends sent me a TikTok about like pepperoni nipples, and like she was like, "Oh shit!" Like I meant to send that to my other friend, and I was like, "It's cool." I was like, "Pepperoni nipples are like." I was like, "Now I know you have pepperoni nipples."
Right.
And it like flagged it, and it like sent me a message back.
Bullying. That's
It
what
was
it's
like,
under.
yeah, it was
it's
like
under bullying.
your message has been flagged for
Yep.
like offensive content. And
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, what the fuck?
It's for bullying.
It was like, hit this link if you want to dispute it. I was like, dispute? Fuck you,
Yeah,
TikTok.
fuck you, TikTok.
You're not gonna put me down.
They're,
And so I screenshot it and I sent it to him, and I was like, yo, like
That's so funny.
I tried to grill you and TikTok checked me.
Yeah, their CEO is being questioned by a Senate committee this past week.
Of course he was.
They want to know.
What they're doing with our information. Anything
So-
they want.
So yeah, everything you just said, yes and yes. And they want to know if a subsidiary of the company is the parent company. So like in their contract, when in like their their privacy statement and all that shit, they say that they'll share their info with subsidiaries. And oh fuck!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That was loud as shit.
I know.
And on there, they apparently like they don't necessarily say it could be their parent company, which is the one that is
fucking worst. I'm
has
so
like
sorry.
an owning. That's okay. That has an owning stake by the communist, leading party of China.
Mm-hmm.
But he like wouldn't like. I think Ted Cruz or somebody like that was asking him like, "Will you just?" It's a yes or no question. Like, is that company one of the companies and
Ted
affiliates?
Cruz was coming at him.
Yeah. He's all about like being in these committees. Here's the thing about these fucking committees, okay? And I'm going to get a little political here. Okay, so you can sit there and ask these people all these questions in front of a committee, a whistleblower for Facebook, or you can ask this guy from TikTok, or you can have Jack Dorsey on, or you can have somebody from another company, or you can somebody from a financial firm, whatever. You have all these people, and they go up in front and they testify in front of Congress, and then nothing fucking happens. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's just for show. Yeah. It's just they get up there. Oh, it's on Good Morning America. Look, Jack Dorsey was in front of Congress again. He said something about targeting other people or targeting free speech, and then boom, it's just gone. Like that's it. Like there's never any sort of accountability at all, and like even. Like in some cases when corporations are held accountable, yeah, they pay billions of dollars and like that's it. Like and no one gets put in jail.
Yep.
Nothing. And it's like I don't like
Mark Zuckerberg was speaking to Congress 2 years ago, last year.
Yeah.
And now he's coming out with a virtual connectivity.
Meta
Meta book. Metaphase? Meta? Just meta?
It's just called Meta.
Fucking just meta, guys.
Yeah,
Just
that's what it's
Meta.
called now. I had that in in the news segment. We didn't get to it yet. We'll be there shortly. We're crossing over an hour already. It's called Meta now. Facebook is now the brand is now called Meta, and I think that is because they want to step away from just the Facebook, and like essentially you can use one without the other is the way he described it. Of course, he sounded like a fucking robot, like lizard person when he was talking. Did you watch it?
Yeah, he had barbecue sauce in the back.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, if anybody has the video and you've watched the little like 30-second opening to it, watch when it turns virtual. He like looks up, and it's the most unnatural fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like right before it turns into the virtual reality world, when he's getting ready to leave his house or whatever the fuck he's doing. Have you watched it? Have you watched the video?
I've seen like bits and clips.
Yeah, it's really creepy. He like tilts his head up at like a 30-degree angle and like looks up at the sky, and then like everything turns virtual around him. It's the creepiest thing, dude. The guy's a fucking creep.
I think a few people...
Sorry, like there's nothing you can do about it, bro. Sorry.
I think there's a few people that we know of, and that you and I personally know,
Yeah.
that are alien hybrids. I'm
I've
not
thought about
shitting
that.
you.
I've definitely thought about that.
There's one
Aliens hiding in plain sight.
there is one person in particular who
Yeah.
I will tell you off mic
Okay.
that I think you will agree with me.
Okay.
He is an alien
Yes.
human hybrid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. And I hope he listens. If you're out there, you know exactly who you are, because you're probably like, shit.
They found me out.
I know both these guys, and they found me out.
They found me out. It's over.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, wait.
All right.
That was a chopper. Okay, hit it. Go to news. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
What do we got today, boys?
The Republican leader signed an executive order banning private businesses from enforcing coronavirus vaccine requirements for workers.
Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for a special session. He says he wants legislation to protect workers forced by their employers to get vaccinated.
That his agency, quote, has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Last week, his agency admitted that they had, in fact, funded gain-of-research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Are you investigating Tony Fauci for lying to Congress?
We come on the air with some sad news. Colin Powell, the former Secretary of State and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, has died from complications from COVID-19.
To that huge milestone for Tesla, the electric automaker now valued at more than $1 trillion. But what's exciting, people, is the deal with rental car company Hertz.
Tonight, New York City is bracing for a possible shortage of police officers and firefighters as a COVID vaccination mandate looms.
Crazy.
Yeah, the world's burning down, bro. Tesla hits $1 trillion. Apparently, they're using Hertz Rent-A-Car as a contractor, and they're going to be...
you can rent a Tesla?
Exactly. Precisely. I don't know if it's a specific model. Oh,
a model?
Just hit puberty, I guess.
Model 3's extra.
Just hit puberty on air, I guess. So apparently, I don't know if it's just one specific model that they're loaning to Hertz or whatever's happening, but I'll tell you what. I'll buy. Oh shit! That echoed off the wall.
You said, I'll fucking
look at that, John, right there. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll buy one of those secondhand ones.
Drew, I'm thinking about
That's what my
starting a hardcore band. I want you to be the vocalist.
Okay. What do you want? Turn
Oh,
on some. Hold on. Let's turn on some Under Oath, and I'll scream some Under Oath.
Some Under Oath. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I know. I'm such a nerd.
Is it 2007?
I think it was before that. I think it was like 2005.
I think. I was trying.
That's when they were like really popular. So Colin Powell dies. Very like torn up like ideals behind his public character with Colin Powell. Do you know anything about him?
Nope.
He was, I think, the first African American Secretary of State. If I'm not,
I am sorry to be so.
yeah, he's Secretary of State, Colin Powell. Yeah. So he forged, history in that. He had a decorated military career. Some of it questionable, some of it not. If you look into it, I don't know. Personally, just look into it. It's up
Let's
to you.
not slander the man.
Yeah, I'm not trying to slander the man, but that's that. But the one thing that I heard the most about this week, as far as like critiquing him, was about him getting us into the war in Iraq. Now, not necessarily making the decision to do so, but he gave a speech to the UN right before we went and invaded Iraq, essentially, and started that second operation. And so he gave like a speech to the UN to try to like get their to garner kind of like their support for a military intervention in Iraq. Yeah, so he was he's kind of like was. Everything that came out after the fact, that they were essentially lying about everything that he said in the speech, and they knew about it, that it was all mobile gas, nerve gas factories that are on trains and stuff. And like he talked about the capacity to build nuclear weapons. He's saying all this to the UN, and then that's what was like the impetus for them to throw support towards the US for us doing that. So like that was kind of like part of his like his legacy. So
then yes, I have heard of this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know much about him until recently, but it's nice.
I mean, I did not even hear of his passing. I'm sorry to say.
That's right. It happened 10 days ago. It's fine.
I've been busy, bro.
It's cool. Texas and Florida have, are trying to ban mandating vaccines in their states, respectively. Will Shatner went where no man has gone before. No, he went in the Amazon capsule. Did you hear about that? He went in the Blue Origin capsule.
He went with Jeff Bezos?
Not with Jeff Bezos, but he went up in one of Jeff Bezos's. I think Jeff only has one.
Jeff said, "You can't fly
rocket,
with me, but you can fly by yourself."
That's right. Yeah, he went up there with like some like 90-year-old woman too, or something like that.
What the fuck?
Excuse me, God damn.
Hey, baby, you want to go see the stars?
Well, have you watched the video of it? It's on Twitter. He goes, his like reaction is like, and it's probably the same thing I would do, but it's almost like elation and like a sensual bliss, like almost when he's watching like out the window, like when they're up there. He's like, oh my God. It's like, oh my God.
I would probably just feel like...
And people were harping on him for like sounded like he was orgasming.
You are above the earth.
Oh, I know.
Above the stratosphere, dog.
I would be like, I would lose my mind probably. And I mean, who knows? By the time, maybe, when we're like 60, when I'm 60 and you're 50, maybe we're taking space flights,
Maybe if I cash out.
Yeah.
Or if it ever becomes, I think maybe. But
if I hit with this fucking Shiba Inu, I'm buying my own fucking capsule, dog.
Let's fucking do
it. Let's go.
The IFEIF rocket ship.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this podcast will become way cooler if I become a millionaire.
Fucking bet that.
Oh my God.
We can pay to talk to Snoop Dogg and be like, Snoop, what are you up to? What are you up to, bro? And he'll be like, I'm smoking weed.
Just like us, man.
I'm rapping.
I don't rap, sorry.
I'm everywhere. I'm on. What's he on now? He's on Dancing with the Stars or some shit.
No. He's he's got a show with Bert on Big Show.
Yeah.
Go Big Show on TBS. That's what.
Go Big Show.
Yeah, there it is. I think its second season's starting back soon again.
He's the man. Don't let it sound like I'm talking
Snoop
shit.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Don't
let it sound like I'm clowning him.
Generational talent and just like amazing how he's transcended. Just being being like a rapper from LA, dude. But he fucking blew it.
But now he's like
he is a generational like
literally
icon.
Every single person is.
He's an iconoclast. That's Snoop Dogg. And who, if you went back like 20 years, you would never think that you were saying shit like that. But he really is. He's everywhere, and everybody recognizes him. And he does all different kinds of shit. You know what the coolest thing about Snoop Dogg is? And I'll tell you this right now. And this is serious. As a leader and as a father, what Snoop Dogg does with mentoring football players, with his football camps that he does. I'm pretty sure it's in L.A. I don't know if it's in South Central or whatever, but it's in Southern California, and he does football camps for youth and for troubled youth. And I remember watching one of the HBO football specials.
Like Hard Knocks?
Hard Knocks, thank you, perfect. Hard Knocks. And one of the guys that they were following on the show was a running back trying out for the team.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a FaceTime call with Snoop in his hotel room, just like, yo, tomorrow's like this big day. And Snoop's like, yo, man, don't worry, you got this. Remember when we did this? Like, you got this, man. Like, don't worry about it. You handled this, and like, you're good. And I was like, this guy's a fucking, like, it almost made me want to cry watching it. I was like, this guy's a fucking...
That reminds me. You ever see...
The guy's a fucking... he's amazing.
Shaq's
Snoop
Biggest
Dogg.
Loser.
What is it now?
Shaq's Biggest Loser.
No.
It was like The Biggest Loser, but for kids. It was with
sorry.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Where he would like go around to these overweight children's homes, and he'd be like, yo, you need to lose weight. You need to do this. And he would like play basketball with them and like run drills, and he'd work out with them. And he would like get these kids to lose like 20, 30, 40 pounds.
Really?
Over the course of like a month or something.
That's crazy.
Or however long. And then he would like contact them. And like, that's cool. I haven't ever seen any follow-ups on it. But
they're all dead.
They could be. Maybe they fed them some experimental supplement. Let me not actually go and say that because I'm not trying to get sued by Shaq.
And we also don't want to be taken down off of YouTube.
Nah, I'm a fan of these people. I like to talk about what I'm a fan of.
Oh, of course. Let's see what else. I got on here, Facebook goes meta, as we talked about. Bill Clinton was in the hospital for like 5 fucking days. Did you hear about that?
No, I
Yeah,
did
he was in the
not.
hospital for 5 days. He had like blood poisoning or some shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Come here,
so
Hillary.
he's doing fine now, apparently.
I'm trying to shag one more time.
He probably just got like plastic surgery and didn't want to tell anybody.
Or he got the vid.
Oh, he's got a drippy dick.
He's got a drippy dick.
I'm right there with you, Bill.
Me and Bill, we shared a room. That's how I know.
So my kids, oddly enough, my kids had their Halloween parade today.
Yeah.
I was unable to go. I had to go to work, sadly, but my wife made it to at least one of them. They got 2 kids in 2 different schools. The whole thing. So they had their Halloween parade today, and earlier last week, I found this story online. And I'll kind of breeze through it a little bit because we're coming down, and I also think we might be cutting sports out. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do here. We never started a news segment at 1 hour and 7 minutes before.
Yeah, we're deep in the thick.
It's been a while. I miss you, man. It's been 2 weeks. So it's been more than that. Anyway, so this is a story about a Seattle elementary school. They canceled their annual Halloween parade, saying, quote, it marginalizes students of color who do not celebrate the holiday. Yeah, I know you're looking at me a little perplexed, but you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it, right?
Okay.
Okay, right, yeah. The decision to cancel the pumpkin parade, Jesus Christ, where students can dress up in Halloween costumes came from the racial equity team at Benjamin Franklin Day Elementary School after 5 years of discussion, the school district said. So it took them 5 years to cancel the Halloween parade.
Wow.
Quote, there are numerous community and neighborhood events where students and families who wish to can celebrate Halloween, end quote, a Seattle public school spokeswoman said in a statement provided to KTTH radio talk show Jason Rantz. I should have just fucking kept that out. Quote, historically, the pumpkin parade marginalizes students of color who do not celebrate the holiday. Specifically, these students have requested to be isolated on campus while the event took place. Quote, in alliance with SPS's unwavering commitment to students of color, specifically African American males, the staff is committed to supplanting the pumpkin parade with more inclusive and educational opportunities during the school day, end quote. The statement continued, adding that the decision had nothing to do with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. School principal Staley Jaskrot, I don't know, fucking crazy name, confirmed that the parade was in fact canceled. Quote, Halloween is a very complex issue for school. Is it though?
Is it though? That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around.
Yeah. Yes, comma. I agree. This is this guy, not me. Yes, I agree this event marginalizes our students of color. Several of our students historically opted out for an alternative activity in the library while the pumpkin parade took place. This is an elementary school, okay? Mm-hmm. This was an isolating situation and not consistent with our values of being an inclusive and safe place for all of our students. especially students of color and those for sensitivity to noise and all the excitement of the parade, end quote. So that's kind of one side. And then the other side of it here is from another, let's see. Oh, this is what they were going to do. Instead, they're going to partake in fall events like thematic units of study about fall and reviewing autumnal artwork, according to a newsletter. Here's the other side of it. David Malkin, whose 7-year-old son attends Ben Franklin Day Elementary, called the decision, quote, exercise in affluent white vanity that is wokeism, end quote.
Wokeism?
So he's saying all the people who are making these rules are white, and they're just doing it to do it in the name of wokeism, not really thinking about what they're actually doing.
I mean, so that's kind of where
that's what this guy's
I guess
saying.
where
David
where my
Malcolm.
head is directing.
Yeah,
because it's like, do people of color not celebrate Halloween?
I guess
is
not.
there?
I don't know.
What is the margin?
So here's the thing: Halloween. Okay, you could trace back the origins of it. Whatever. It's now an American cultural thing. It has nothing to do with religion.
Right.
Now, listen, if your religion does not allow you to celebrate it, I understand. Now,
then you got a hard time watching television around this time.
well, that's the thing. It's like what the movement is to create, like, the movement is to create an equal outcome. That's what at least that's my understanding of, quote, equity. They want to make an equal outcome for everybody. So the only way in their mind to make an equal outcome for everybody is to cancel it for everybody, and then do nothing and do activities that have nothing to do with devils, scary this, pagan that.
I guess that is where
Right.
it all derives from.
Correct. That's that's like the kind of philosophy behind it. My question is like, it's not my question. My feelings are, as a parent who has kids that do these things. It's like, when I was a kid, that's what we did. And I'm not saying that what we did was right, and I'm not saying that what they're doing in Seattle is right or wrong. But what I'm saying is, when you grow up and you have kids, you kind of want them to be in the parade, and you want to be able to watch them in the parade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember the parades.
Yeah, the parade did it every fucking year.
I remember being excited.
We
to
all
be
had
like,
snacks, and I'm
gonna flex my fucking Frodo costume on these hot moms.
Exactly.
And be like, what's up?
Right, precisely.
What's up, Miss Jennifer?
And now this poor school can't do it. And so here, and I'll just say this: it's like not every school is canceling their Halloween parade. It's
definitely not. I've definitely
this
I've
is
for
the
sure
only
seen a whole bunch of
school,
them.
right? This is the only school that
They're trying.
that's
I
reported
feel like
on.
they're maybe trying to set a precedent. They're like, we'll be the first one to cancel Halloween.
I guess. And I do feel bad for the little kids who can't participate and they don't understand why, because their parents, maybe, like I said, religious beliefs or whatever. I feel bad for those kids too, because then all their friends are talking about it. But here's the thing. It's like a teachable moment, like for when you become an adult. Like, you don't get to just shut down places because you don't celebrate the same holidays. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't happen in the real world.
Right.
As inclusive and as diverse as this world has become, especially in the last 10 years, that isn't what happens all the time. It's like, you got to teach these kids that, like, if your beliefs are different and you can't, celebrate the same things, then, in life later on, like right now you're not taking an L for it, but later in life you got to take an L for something like that. You sit out, you sit out.
If there's a company
like you don't
Christmas
see Christians,
party.
you don't see Christians going to strip clubs, or hardcore Christians going to strip clubs.
No, but
because that's not for them.
You also don't usually see like.
There you go.
Sorry,
that's okay.
But you do see Jewish people at Christmas parties.
True.
I
guess it's
Christian
about
people at Hanukkah parties.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. So here's the thing. I would say it's about tolerance, but sometimes there's a lot more dynamic to stuff like that.
It's wokeism, Drew.
Right.
It's
so
wokeism.
I mean, personally, I had what was it? My grandmother, we had to do the burial, later on, post-COVID pandemic. So we did a burial and everything like that after. And my cousin is married. She converted to Muslim to Islam, and her husband is Muslim. And they were there, and it was a Catholic church, but they were still there just to show their solidarity with the family.
Exactly.
They're not going to, they're not going to, I don't know what sect they are. Maybe there are certain ones where you're not allowed to fucking cross that line. Like, you're not allowed to walk into a Christian church. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But they were there, like, and that's just an experience from my life, and that's tolerance. That's them showing that they're like, it doesn't matter. We're here for family, you know? And the same, I do believe in, you all right?
Yeah, I'm over here hitting my fucking
Jewel.
stick.
That's too funny. I don't believe in Christian beliefs, but I go to churches to, like, stand there with my family and things.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, I wouldn't classify myself as like a.
We got off on a tangent.
Yeah, but
anyway, all right. Well, listen, we got to move on. Let's move on. We're skipping sports.
We're gonna skip sports.
Just play the sports thing. Hit the sports thing.
I'll hit the sports thing, and then we're just gonna go right into recommendations.
Reco, and then we're gonna hit the road. Let's do this. Yeah. We gotta go, bro.
And that was the news with Evan and Drew.
This is Evan and Drew with sports.
That was sports with Evan and Drew. Sports.
Will that play off?
Yeah, it'll play.
Oh, it's coming in finally.
Sorry, guys.
No sports this week. Sorry.
No sports.
The Eagles suck.
The Eagles do suck.
Yes.
Flyers are winning, however.
Yeah, that's good. We'll get into that next week.
I haven't really been able to watch them, so I don't have too much of an input.
Bummer.
It is, but it's all good. I've been learning a lot. I've been keeping busy.
A lot of school.
A lot of work.
I know what I'm going to recommend. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to recommend that you follow our fucking Instagram. Seriously, really, people. Like, just follow it. It's good. Like, I promise you. You follow our stories. I put all my favorite TikToks that I find throughout
Especially
the week
the ones
on there.
Of naked men.
Naked men doing dances about catching vibes and shit. And it's great. It's really good. That's going to be the name of the episode.
Naked men catching vibes and
Naked
shit.
men dancing, catching vibes and shit. Anyway, that's that. Check our shit out on Instagram. Please follow us. Tell your friends. I promise I put funny stuff up there. You'll enjoy it. And then send us DMs and shit. Ask us questions. Tell us if it's funny. Write us an email.
Let us know what you think of the music and the movies and shit that we recommend. Like,
I
watch
agree.
it. Watch some of it. Listen to it.
Amen.
Let us know what you think.
Follow our Instagram, though, people. Tell people about it. Let's go. All right, so what's your recommendation there, Killer, while we get to the end here?
So I have two.
Okay.
2 albums that just came out.
What was that?
Everybody knows I'm an audiophile.
Yes, you are.
Fucking love music.
Love it.
So two bands put out 2 very good albums.
Okay.
Over the week. One is by this band Angel Dust, and
yes.
The S is a little $sign.
You ever done Angel Dust?
Absolutely. Once by accident.
Was it like it laced weed or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But that's a story for another pod.
Yeah.
But Angel Dust.
That's on the Shit We Don't Tell Our Kids podcast. Go ahead.
Angel Dust with a $sign. They
Okay.
put out an album called Yak.
Ooh,
a collection of truck songs.
Oh, what kind of truck songs?
Just like truck songs. I can't really explain it. You just have to listen to it.
Okay.
Listen to the song "Never Ending Game."
Never Ending Game.
I'm not even gonna.
songs.
I'm not even gonna preview it because I want you to go and listen to it for yourself and experience it all.
Okay.
Listen to it. That song, so good, so fucking good. The drums, so good. Guitar, so good.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah. Don't expect like killer guitar playing. The drummer is amazing, but the guitars are kind of they're just rhythmic.
Okay.
Right? So don't expect like crazy riffage. Nice. Now, however, on the other spectrum, if you're looking for crazy riffage,
yeah,
Every Time I Die.
Oh yeah.
Just put out a new album.
They've been around for so long.
They have, and they're still fucking ripping.
That's awesome.
They put out a new album called Radical.
Oh.
Specifically, a song called Post Boredom is at the top of my list.
Nice.
Fucking shredder, heavy bass, drums sound incredible.
Nice.
Guitars shredding.
That's what you've
vocalist on top of.
And that's what you've been doing lately too. Has been learning how to.
Yeah, like
do all that
I
kind of
mic'd
shit,
the drum
so,
set recently
So that's
for
cool.
the first time, and I'm I love it. I don't know.
I love it.
I always listen to music with like, damn, that sounds so good. But now I'm like, damn, that sounds so good.
And I know why.
Yeah, and I know why.
Exactly. So that's cool, man. I'm glad. And I like your recommendation, so I'm going to download that on Apple Music.
For sure.
They're on Apple Music, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Angel Dust, a collection of trunk songs, a.k.a. Yak, which I think stands for You Already Know.
Okay.
That's what I feel in my heart.
You already know.
Maybe I'm blowing, but... And then Every Time I Die, Radical.
Sorry.
That's like all I've been listening to. Those
Very
two
cool.
albums.
I don't know why I did that. Sorry.
Since we last spoke, that's like all I've listened to.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
Yeah.
Fucking like 16 days, dude. But cool. Listen, so I had to tell you about a dad boner I had, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
A dad boner?
Yeah, dad boner. So I don't know about you, but we got to hit that too real quick.
We'll hit this really quick.
Yeah, real quick. So dad boner this week was because I mapped out a different way to get to my daughter's jujitsu class.
Dude, that's fucking hard.
So there is a way that is like literally, it's like 2 or 3 turns.
And it's all back roads so the cops can't follow you home?
No. It's like there was construction on one of the bridges lately. Fucking construction all over New Jersey. But there was construction on one of the bridges that you go down, so it's backed up and it takes like twice as long. So I had to find a different way. And dude, right when I found this way, it's like there's hardly any cars that take it. It's 25 miles an hour. It's nice and slow, but I still get there faster now. And I like fucking popped a dad boner hard. And I was like, there's nothing better. The way I measure traffic, okay?
Yeah.
Traffic to me is measured in havoc minutes. So that is like minutes that you're sitting at a traffic light not moving.
Yes.
Minutes that people are swerving around you because the traffic is coming to a stop, or just like, like when you just are around too many fucking cars and you can't get to where you need to get to and as fast as you need to get there, that's a havoc minute. And I measure traffic in that. And I cut mad havoc minutes off my traffic, John, this week.
I'm gonna follow that.
You should keep it out there.
That's another recommendation. Follow your havoc minutes.
Track your havoc minutes and get rid of them.
Havoc minutes.
They stress you out on the. Why do you think road rage exists? Because driving is different than any other situation you're in during the day. I don't mean to go all Joe Rogan here, but definitely fucking watch out for that shit. It's not
That's
worth
why
it.
you need Alpha Brain,
not worth
because
it.
you'll be able to drive way better and not like a woman, not like a swerving person all over the road.
I take 2 cards, right?
Yeah, all right, we're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna play some If You Had To.
If you had to.
This game that I got at Dave and Buster's for a couple tickets.
Okay.
I'm not picking that one up, that's for sure.
Hold on. Wait, no, let me.
All right, so Drew has 3 cards.
I got this one.
He's putting one back.
These are a couple of really good ones. I got 2 cards. And I'm going to pick one or the other, right? Is that what we do?
So yeah, you read them both.
Okay.
And then we can discuss.
Okay, you ready? Here it comes. This is terrible. I think I already know the answer. Okay.
You usually
it's
do.
Elderly people seek you out in order to die in front of you.
Okay.
Okay. Or, and that one was random. Okay. Or, everyone knows everything about you. Everything.
For sure, the elderly people.
You're just watching elderly people go down
sure.
like all day.
For sure.
They're just coming. They're seeking you out to just die in front of you.
I'd get a pager.
Yeah.
And they can just beat me.
Oh my god.
And I'll get.
Yeah, definitely gonna do the
I'll call
elderly.
them and be like, "Where you at?"
There's some things about me that I know I just told 2 terribly revealing and very close stories about me today on this podcast, and however, I don't want everybody to know everything about me.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want them to know where my fleshlight is and stuff like that.
Where my fleshlight is.
So you go ahead, you pick 2. I would just, I guess, watch a bunch of old people die in front of me.
I would for sure watch a bunch.
And I would try to monetize it somehow.
Wouldn't be hard.
Shiba Inu.
Unlike me, I would be very hard.
Right. Oh yes, very hard. Okay, go ahead.
I think we had this one on a previous episode.
Oh, okay. Was this something about a tub of mayonnaise or something?
No.
Okay, because I think we had one of those.
Okay. I honestly don't know just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna read
them and I'll help you walk through it, I hope.
Okay. So, if I had to, would I rather feed Snooki a Costco-sized tub of peanut butter every day?
Oh, God bless me. Okay, go ahead. What's the next one?
Or
Jesus Christ.
walk through a car wash made entirely out of dicks?
What? Walk through a car wash?
Yeah, car wash made entirely out of dicks. So you know when they get to that part where it brushes your car off?
Yeah, it's all
just
dicks.
all dicks.
All smacking up on you.
All smacking up on you. You're probably getting shot with jizz.
Would I become concussed at all in this? Or would I just have to deal with the severe beating?
I guess you'd have to find out by going through the car wash.
Jesus
Or would you
Christ.
rather have Snooki
I'll just
rely
feed
on you for her tub of peanut butter?
Again, I would find a way to monetize that, and I would just stick with Snooki, and I would just do the Snooki thing.
Why wouldn't you just monetize? See, if you're talking about monetization, no online event is going to get more views than a guy walking through a car wash entirely made of dicks.
Okay, tell me, Evan, seriously. How, if you really thought about this, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Which one would you rather watch online? Would you rather watch Snooki?
Okay, no, you're right. I would rather have like a live feed.
Let's turn it into a podcast. While I feed you, we could talk, but you can't really talk, so I can just say ridiculous shit to you. Bam,
Shut the fuck up, Snooki.
I just monetized that fucking if you had to.
All right. So here's the deal. I'll scrap the car wash of dicks.
We're Snookiing, though.
We're Snookiing,
Yes.
and we're gonna put like a live feed, how they do with like deer in the woods.
Yes, like an IP camera.
And it's like, you want to watch us feed Snooki?
Yes.
Tune in at 8
There you
o'clock
go.
tonight.
8 o'clock, 7 p.m. Central.
That's it. Sorry, Snooki.
Daylight
You're part
savings
of
time.
EIF team now, whether you fucking like it or not. And that's all I got. We're at an hour and a half.
Yes.
I think we can call it.
That's the end of our Halloween episode.
I'm gonna take a fucking bit.
Oh no, what's that in the kitchen? It's a serial. Okay, we gotta go.
Oh my god,
All
bro!
right.
Did you see that?
Yo, hit the fucking music.
Dude, did you see that?
Yeah, you were genuinely freaked out earlier, so don't get all fucking.
Yeah, when I saw that the light was on,
Don't get all puffy chested on me over there.
All
Little
right.
puffy chest.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.